How y'all doing? My name is Kenneth, Leonard, a musical director, band member of Innertwyed, and I love J Ross TV.
What's up, y'all? This your boy J Ross in St. Louis. 10 million strong, y'all, sitting up here hanging out with the man himself, the keyboard wizard, or what y'all call him, Jinx?
Music doctor.
The music doctor.
Doc.
Hey, now how did you go into that name, that accolade as doctor of
Well,
music?
you know, all of the other good names were taken. So I just kept searching around till I found music doctor, and it just kind of stuck with me. Actually, all the way back when they used to have what was before it was iChat. It was Instant Messenger.
Yeah.
That's when I started it, and the fellas started calling me that a little bit, and I mean it just kind of stuck with me.
Yeah, so you the MD. So what's the qualities that you have to be a music director?
Oh man, first of all, you have to be able to put up with these knuckleheads on a daily basis. But I think one of the first things you have to do is establish a relationship with your artist so that you understand how to be able to develop their show so that they're comfortable. And you always have to remember your audience. You have to remember to make sure that, first of all, know your audience. Second of all, know what type of things will excite your audience, will entertain your audience. As a band, we always make sure we focus on entertaining as well as playing and being proficient on our craft. A lot of times you want to make sure that when you do your arrangements that it's exciting, it feels good, but it's not too much so that your audience don't get it like it's over their head. And you got your boys on the sideline, they over there oohing and eyeing. But then, you know, you're going to be over there with them. Keep it simple. Right. Keep it simple, but make sure it feels good. But challenge yourself. I mean, challenge yourself to make sure that it works.
But being an MD now, these guys, your friends, they're your brothers and all that. So how hard is it to chastise them?
Very.
Right.
It gets
but
very
you have
hard.
to do it.
They probably doing more chastising me.
Yeah. Come on in, Kenneth.
I be wanting to lay it to them sometimes. I be like, man, that's my nigga though, man. They be like, man, look, Kenneth, we gonna make sure that we go ahead and do this like this. I be like, but okay, all right, whatever.
Yeah. So starting off on piano, growing up. Excuse me, Joe.
I actually started out on drums, and Rashad Jenkins knows that I will take him down at any point in time. On his drum craft.
At least he know what the best is. He's always been the best twice.
I didn't start until late, man. I was about 15 years old when I started playing keys, and I was in high school. And I mainly started playing because I wanted to do something. I was bored at church. I wanted to play the drums, but I was the youngest, and so the older drummers would get there before me. And so I was like, shoot, I'm gonna just switch the keys, and it kind of worked out for me. I mean, I really wasn't trying to be good. I wasn't trying to travel. It wasn't like a passion of mine to do that until later it grew into that.
So growing up, did you find like your family was a great support group for your endeavors? You know, growing your talent.
Oh, definitely. My uncle is an organist. My mom is a music major. She plays keys. She plays organ. She teaches music all my life. All my family sing and play instruments, so I was definitely groomed in it. I grew up in it, and once I started getting into it, my mom being a music major, and one of my best friends, Paul Anderson, back home, he was a music major, so all the little questions I had about theory, I had right there at my fingertips.
Yeah. So now, what's next for you in Innertwyed?
Oh, Innertwyed is about to start working on a new record. We've been doing a whole lot of traveling this year, so we've seen a lot, we've experienced a lot, and I think the music is going to speak to that. I think the first record was a great record. It took us about, what, 3 years to finish?
3 years?
Yeah, man.
What were y'all doing?
Working.
Waiting on somebody.
We was working. We was not waiting on somebody. We were working.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. The way that the record actually, we first started out just trying to kind of bang out ideas, but then we just sat together one day and played. We got it was probably about 10 of us in the studio, showcase. We had Reggie Graves in there, we had Joe Lindsay in there, we had John Dillard in there, we had Lamont McCain, Adrian, Marcus. I was in there, Shar was in there, and we just hit record and we played and just played, and the energy was great, the creativity was great, and it just turned into a really great record. Go on iTunes, CD Baby, go pick up the Innertwyed music group Take Over. Pick it up, it's good music.
As a matter of fact,
cdbaby.com/CD/Innertwyed the number 2 directly to our record. $10.
What number?
2.
The number 2.
Y'all sound like used car salesmen.
Prestige worldwide.
Only $9.99.
$9.99.
Hey, so let me ask y'all 3 then. What kind of music is it? Would you categorize it as? What genre would you put the Innertwyed
Good music.
spectrum in?
That's it. Good, feel good music. You can't box us.
And I would say this.
Well, I didn't hear any country western on there.
Hey, we could do it if we needed, but we didn't feel that.
Right.
We wasn't boxed in though.
The thing with Innertwyed is you may hear, a lot of times when you hear us playing live, you may hear anything. I mean, it's instrumental for the most part because we do have lead vocalists that sing with us. Shout out to my boy J Vito. But you may hear anything, and it really kind of depends on how we feel. We don't like to say that it's smooth jazz, even though it is sometimes. We don't like to say it's R&B, even though it is sometimes. It could be pop, it could be country western, like you said. It could be gospel.
And we'll take you to church.
Right.
Hey, you know what? Now, that's a serious question, y'all. Y'all hit me on this one. Now, all of y'all adding and putting in stuff into the ingredients, all of y'all friends, who gets the publishing?
Well, see, that's where I come in.
Actually,
Understand, that's where it gets a little more difficult.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because as friends,
Innertwyed Music Group is actually a business as well. Musicians, don't ever neglect learning the business.
Yeah.
Yes.
Learn the business, because we talked about this as a group before we even put this down into an entity, but we created a business. Innertwyed Music Group gets the royalties, and then we already have our own secret formula for breaking it up into percentages.
all right, so concept for the next record, Innertwyed. What's up?
We got funk on there, man. It's funk. We got, what else we got?
We're gonna have some special appearances.
Special appearance. It's gonna be like funk. It's gonna be, this record's gonna have more vocals on it. You know, some very nice appearances on it.
Some of the artists we even, support.
Y'all already got a name for it? The new record?
Nah, not yet.
Nah, yeah, man.
Okay.
But it's gonna be recorded live.
Straight?
Yeah,
Live.
yeah, man.
From North Carolina?
Straight out of North
From the
Carolina.
cat.
Charlotte.
You already know
You know how to get there though. You need to come on. You need to come on, J. Rock.
I don't smoke, man. I don't smoke tobacco.
Don't worry about the tobacco, man.
Yeah.
I come in the summer when y'all got them watermelons growing.
That's
boy.
it.
You got you covered, brother.
Well, we probably looking to record, probably late 2013, early 2014.
Yeah.
It's nothing we're gonna rush. We would never rush a record.
But how difficult is it to get everybody in one place at one time?
Very.
Straight? That's the hard part?
Very difficult.
Infinitely
Right.
difficult.
Yeah. So
Because we're so big, it's really hard to get everybody.
Not only that, man, this joker lived 3 hours away from us.
Right.
And so does Marcus and a couple of other cats. Not everybody lives in Charlotte. I mean, we've grown this network, and I'm expecting probably even more regions to be covered this time, because a lot of cats are like, man, you ain't calling me to get on this joint. I'm like, bro, man, we didn't know you was even down.
And speaking on that right there, Innertwyed Staffing Agency is coming soon. You heard it first right here, J Ross TV.
J Ross exclusive.
So what does that mean? So all the cats that want to be put in, you're gonna like have a list where you can go to different organists, piano players, drummers.
Yeah.
But now,
But you got to be able to cut it. You got to cut the mustard.
I mean, it's definitely be an audition process. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily your talent. I
No.
mean, it's more so your mindset, your skill set, your professionalism, things of that nature that really, that's very important. I mean,
so well, man,
I'm glad you said that, man, because
Yeah.
a lot of people think that they gotta share, and you do. You gotta share, and once you get the gig, that's it. But
Don't stop.
playing that's what we do. That's what we naturally do. Playing is the easiest part about being on tour, about getting the gig, or a lot of people say this big gig thing. There is no such thing. We out
I get
here
that
working.
5% of it. Your talent is only 5%.
You better know
The
how to
whole
establish relationships. You gotta have people skills.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to talk with people, and people gotta want to work with you. We live together.
For 2 months.
We've been living
Longer than that.
We've been living together since April of this year.
I've been
But
living with these guys since April, so we
but
have a system, man.
5-10 years ago, we was all sitting around with the same dreams that a lot of other people have, and we still have. Like, hey man, one day we gonna be on the road, man. I'm gonna see you in one city. We gonna be like, hey, what's up? We gonna get on a tour bus. Look at God,
Yeah,
man.
look at it, yeah.
That's all I can say, man.
so
Grace.
Innertwyed is the next level for you guys to take your own concepts and run with them.
Even with our
Absolutely.
own concepts, it's a branding thing now.
Yeah.
So anytime you hear Innertwyed, you're gonna know it's a point of excellence.